So now that we're getting started a couple minutes late, sorry guys. I will be able to basically walk you guys through kwbresources.com. So that is going to be the entire purpose of orientation, as I just want to share with you guys this website in particular because it is going to be our office resources page, and there's a lot of content on here that I feel like often can get overlooked. And sometimes as brand new agents, you guys don't know where to go for finding different resources. So I want to make sure you have an idea of where you guys can find a good portion of them. So we'll go ahead and dive in today. Oh, as I click on the wrong things. So this is kwbresources.com. As everyone has met with me, that is the #1 website that I give to you on that sticky note because it is one I want you guys to familiarize yourselves with because of all the content that's on here. So when you guys first get to kwbresources.com, this is what the homepage will look like. The first thing I will share with you guys is under this new agent tab. If you were to click on that, this is going to open up some content that's more immediately relevant for you guys as new agents. It kind of houses it all in one spot for you, although you're welcome to kind of check out the entire website. The other thing that I will mention about this as well is that in regards to this website, you'll notice that there are going to be multiple ways to get to the same information. So with that being said, I'm going to try to show you guys the most convenient way to get to everything, but obviously if you notice that one way stands out better in your head, you're welcome to follow along that way and go with me on your laptops today or just watch whatever works best for you. So the first thing we will do here is under this Getting Started tab. If you were to hit the Learn More option, this will take you to a PDF checklist that just kind of overviews the onboarding process here. So everyone in this room is all the way through their onboarding. So congratulations, guys. We love that you guys are through it. Congratulations. We're official. But this is just kind of highlighting some of the documents that you were requested to produce for your onboarding paperwork, information you were asked to fill out. It also gives you an idea of who would be reaching out to you in a different points in time. But the real reason I would like to share this with you guys today, especially given that you are all through your onboarding process, is these things that you can do immediately here at the bottom. The first is getting comfortable checking out KWB resources. The next is going to be looking specifically at that office training calendar, which I'll share with you guys today. Joining Ignite, which actually just wrapped up. So I'm sure most of us did not really get to dive into that, but that's okay because it will be returning to us again in November. And that's a training that we highly recommend for you guys. We joke that it's what everything that you thought real estate school was going to teach you, but did not. So this kind of gives you more of a day-to-day what your actual processes will look like with clients and how you guys can, win the sale and take listings and all the great things that you will do in real estate. The next is joining some of our Facebook pages, which I will share with you as well. Attending office meetings, which orientation is one of them. So thank you for being here. And then the last thing here is registering your car with Torrington Preferred Parking. So you guys are independent contractors. You do not have to be in this building every single day with us, although we would love to have you here all the time. What I will say is if you guys do plan to be here on a regular basis, you'll notice that we do have parking spots outside that are designated with like orange poles. So technically we do have parking passes. So if you guys are looking to be here on a regular basis, the first thing I'd recommend is clicking on this link here and registering your vehicle with Torrington Preferred Parking. It's very simple to do. You'll create just a very quick login, and then it will ask you what building you're part of. We are building 2. You can kind of tell by the funky shape of the building right here. And then you can also see that it'll ask you for your employer's name, which you'll put Keller Williams. This will allow you to register up to 3 different vehicles under the same pass. So if you've got a partner or a roommate or anybody that you would like to register their vehicle as well, on the off chance you might be driving it, it cannot hurt to have that information already logged in here. And this is also free for you guys. So don't worry about any costs associated with this. But when the parking pass is ready, what will happen is they will hand deliver it to us here at KWB, and then we will get it set in your mail folder for you. And the reason I bring all that up is because normally we realized you guys don't always know you have a mail folder. So as part of your onboarding process, you guys all do have a mail folder created for you. So just next to the front desk, when you walk in, just to the right of Miss Sue, there will be a small purple room, and that's going to have your mail folders in it. You'll see that there's a series of filing cabinets in there that are alphabetized by your last name. So anytime any mail is brought into the office on your behalf, anything you've directed to the office or that just comes naturally to the firm will be kept in that mail folder for you for the next time you're in the office. So you may want to make a habit of just checking it intermittently just to see if you've got an email in there. Same will go for packages as well. Anytime you receive a package to the office, it will be left in there for you. And Sue usually sends you an email just to let you know it's in there so you can pick it up at your next convenience. So that's a very simple process. And that's exactly where you can find that link. However, if you guys have any difficulty moving forward or can't find that link again, just email me. I'm happy to share it with you. The next spot here is the learn more on the right-hand side under basic training. If you click on that, that will actually take you to Scott Leroy Marketing's website. So Scott Leroy Marketing is our third-party marketing consultant. They are the individuals who help to create your KW technology setup. So they got you your email, your website, all of that great stuff and more. But Scott Leroy Marketing's help extends far beyond just initial onboarding. They are here to be a tech resource for you guys. And again, it's a free resource for you to utilize. So the most important thing is I'm just going to touch on a couple things on here that will stand out to at least me. However, we could probably do another whole hour just exploring their website. So I'll try to keep it brief today. The first thing, only because of where we land on this page, there's a search feature right here. If you guys are ever looking to create QR codes for anything, you're not quite sure how to create one yourself, but you'd like to feature one on your next flyer or anything of the sort, you guys can actually search QR code in that search box right there, and you will be able to, it'll pull up a free QR code generator, and you'll be able to submit a form very quickly and easily to Scott Leroy Marketing. They'll create that QR code for you, and they usually get it back to you within the hour. So very, very highly efficient. And definitely something to consider if you're looking to create a QR code but don't know how to do that. The next couple things I will share with you is if you go under the Agent Resources tab up here at the top of the page, it'll ask you for your Market Center number, which for us is 350. It will be a number you probably will see repeated all the time. Once we're in here, you will notice that under the agent resources now there is a drop-down menu here. So when you go to training and then training calendar, if you notice that you are looking to get a lot of tech training, but you prefer to do live trainings where you guys can ask your questions, we do offer some that are in person in this market center, and they're phenomenal trainings to be part of. Jules and Leah, our in-house tech coordinators, are phenomenal. They also actually have a background with Scott Leroy Marketing, so they're very, very knowledgeable. But if you guys are noticing like, hey, Tuesday afternoons when Jules and Leah typically do their classes, that just doesn't work for me, or actually my coaching meeting overlaps with that, it's not going to be a good fit for me. Scott Leroy Marketing does offer live trainings through Zoom from 1 to 2 p.m. Monday through Friday. Their topics vary just like Jules and Leah's do, but typically speaking, you'll notice that there are some consistencies. They do command overviews on Mondays. So again, if you guys just are noticing that there is a conflict for you for any Tech Tuesday, or maybe they're not quite touching on a topic that you're looking to get more information on, you're welcome to supplement using any of these trainings. Again, free resource for you guys and very easy to plug into. Once you've gotten to this calendar, it's as simple as clicking on the particular class. You can see the topic that they're going to go over and jump on the Zoom link right then and there. Yes. Yeah. So when you're on the new agent page, it should be on the right-hand side. It's that Learn More button. And then once you're there, I clicked on Agent Resources. It asked me for the Market Center number, and then it should let you kind of use the drop down after you typed in the Market Center number. 350. Yep. You're welcome. And also, just to point out, questions are more than welcome throughout this whole thing. I did forget to say that. I'm really bad about remembering my questions by the end of classes usually, so feel free to shout them out as they come to you. But that would be how you'll reach that. So in addition to that, Scott Leroy Marketing also has some pre-done training videos that you guys can overview at your leisure. So if maybe, hey, I actually work another job and usually afternoons are just not good for me, but I'm really available in the evenings, there's an opportunity to get those on your schedule. So I will share that with you in just a moment. But when we do get to the top bar here, you'll also notice there's a store option. If you click on the store option just as it is, this will take you to agentstore.com. So through our partnership with Scott Leroy Marketing, you guys also have access to Agent Store, which is just an opportunity for you to order your business cards and also any name tags. You're not required to use Agent Store. So if you're very, very creative and you really want to design something yourself in Canva so that you can stand out, you're more than welcome to do that. But if you are maybe less so on the creative side and more, I just want my business card, Liz, that's okay. They offer pre-done templates on this website. So it's very easy. Plug in your information and you guys can have a business card produced very quickly. Scott Leroy Marketing or Agent Store, I should say, they do offer a fantastic price point, which is part of why we like to share their resource with you. I was able to get 500 business cards for myself, and it only cost $39. So very, very reasonable in price point. The big point that I would like to make, though, is if you guys are provisional brokers, if we are not yet broker status in the state of North Carolina, you are required to get approval on your business card designs before you're printing them. The main reason, obviously, is we don't want you to print something and spend money on it and find out that there's something missing that needs to be on there for legal purposes. So what you'll do is once you've got your design created, whether it's through Canva or through Agent Store, I would recommend screenshotting that design and sending it over to Tasha Viney, our BIC associate. She'll be able to give you the thumbs up on it, and then you can go ahead and get those ordered. And I'll be going over her contact information here with you as well momentarily. So let me go ahead. I will close out of Agent Store. So we are now back again just to that new agent page. And I know I said we'll touch on a couple more things as we roll through. So once we come across those things, I will mention them again. But as you scroll a little bit lower on the new agent page, you'll notice that we do have a series of Facebook pages that are listed. The top two here are going to be our most active Facebook pages. This first one up top is an internal Facebook page just for our agents and our leadership team. So if you guys would like, I highly recommend being part of that Facebook page because it's very easy for you guys to get connected with all of our agents. Again, this building is full of, well, technically we've got about 530 agents in this building, obviously not here all at once. So if you guys are looking to get connected with people, especially if they're not physically in the market center, that's a great way to do it. And you'll see lots of communication threads going through there. So if you're looking to refer somebody to an agent in Connecticut, but you don't know anyone in Connecticut, you'll be able to see agents will say, hey, does anyone know anyone in Connecticut? I've got a client looking for to buy up there and I just really need some assistance. Is there someone you know? People will start screenshotting their contacts and dropping them there just to help you out. We are a very collaborative office. You're always welcome to ask questions on that page. People will gladly chime in and give some assistance to you. You're also welcome to say, hey, I'm a brand new agent, but I would love to assist people with hosting an open house. Or, hey, is anyone interested or available for me to shadow an open house? People are happy to answer those questions and help get you involved. So please use that as an opportunity to get your foot in the door and get that business rolling, because that's a great way to get connected with everyone. You'll also notice that on that Facebook page, I will be there just about every single day, posting lots of great things about upcoming trainings and events that we have. So it's super easy for you guys to get registered for our upcoming events just by clicking on the link that I'll share in that Facebook post. I usually give you an idea of what the training is about as well, so you guys have an idea before registering. And then similar, oh, did you have a question? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You can ask to join through that page. We usually have you do it through your regular page. It doesn't need to be a business page. So you're welcome to join using it. I've also seen we've got some agents who have their personal profiles on Facebook and they have a business profile. They've kind of joined using both of them. So no matter what they're on, they don't have to toggle between to see the group. And you're welcome to do the same. Yeah. And I'm admin on the page, so I should be able to see that come through and accept you right away. So yep. Of course. And so just beneath that, very similar in concept, this is actually going to be another internal Facebook page, but this is going to be our agents here at Ballantine, the leadership team, and our vendor partners. So part of being part of KWB, we do have an active vendor program here. So if you guys are looking to get connected to vendors, maybe again, brand new in the industry, you guys might not know a roofer or you guys might not know a plumber that you think that you can trust right away. So if you guys are looking, we do have a great vendor program that's built up, and that's a great way for you guys to get connected to those vendors. They're on there constantly sharing about different services they offer. Sometimes they're also just sharing in general, like, hey, we're running this deal right now. So it's a great way for you guys to get connected with vendors, share these quotes with your clients, and help them out that way. So those are the top two and most active profiles we've got through Facebook. So I highly recommend being part of both. As I mentioned, I'm an admin on both, so I will be able to see the requests come through and approve you guys for the page. Little lower down here, we do have access to Kellerisms. I won't take time to click on that today, but if you were to click on it, it opens up a PDF and a separate page again. And that actually just breaks down the language that you'll hear here at Keller Williams. So if you notice like, hey, I'm not actually quite sure what a 411 is, I'm not quite sure what a capper is, that's totally fine. I know that Keller Williams has some very unique language, which is part of our exciting culture. But if you guys do want to have a better understanding of what those terms mean, and maybe you're a little shy, you don't want to ask somebody, you're welcome to check that out. You're always welcome to ask us, but I understand if you would like to just read through it first, make sure you've got an understanding. But it does put it into real world terminology, so it's a lot easier to understand. And then a little bit lower down here, we also have answers.kw.com. So as you guys are getting comfortable using the KW technology, which I would say is probably the biggest hurdle, and not because, you have to be technologically advanced in order to succeed in the business, but KW Command is something you'll never encounter outside of Keller Williams. It's built by KW for KW. It is a phenomenal website and one that they've done a great job building up over the years. But I understand, sometimes there's going to be a learning curve when first navigating it. So answers.kw.com. If you like to read through explanations and understand things that way, that's a great resource. It's an entire website built up of frequently asked questions about Command and other KW technology platforms. You can specify which one you're looking for and even search through articles. A lot of times those articles have screenshots posted, so it's very easy to read through and have a better understanding of how to do things through Command. So one I highly recommend checking out if reading through is compatible with your learning style. We also have a sister website to this called ideas.kw.com, and that's a website built up entirely of your feedback and suggestions in regards to Command. So KW is constantly trying to improve Command and make it a more user-friendly tool. So if at any point in time you guys would like to share feedback, whether it's I love this feature, I think it's amazing, thank you so much for including it, or actually if you guys could make it so that this button was also accessible on the second page in this website, they're looking for feedback just like that. They want to hear it from brand new agents, seasoned agents who are used to another platform. So if you guys ever have feedback to provide, they're constantly looking for it. So please feel free to provide it in ideas.kw.com. Little lower here, we do have access to our Ignite materials. However, those are also embedded onto our training calendar. So I'll share that with you guys in just a moment. You'll see here that there is an access point to the training calendar. And while that is convenient in this moment, it's not the quickest and easiest way. So I will not make you do all that digging. I will show you the fastest way to get to the training calendar. And at the very bottom here, we also have access to booking a conference room. So we do have 6 different conference rooms here on this floor, and these are all resources available to you as agents. We are happy to have you guys use them. Again, free resource for you. Each of our conference rooms has a different capacity that it holds. So when you guys do go to register for a conference room, it will actually share with you across the top. It will show you the names of the different conference rooms as well as their capacity. And then down the side, you'll see all the time slots for the day. So you'll be able to just drag and drop some time in there very easily around what's already booked. So very easy tool to use, and we're happy to provide it for you. The big thing that we always try to say is that technically we do prefer you guys keep those bookings to about 2 hours or less, just so those resources are on rotation for other agents as well. And then the other thing to note is that we try to encourage you to use them for more collaborative efforts like client consultations, coaching conversations, and things of that nature. If you're looking more for just a quiet space to work independently, you're welcome to sit here in the hub. You probably noticed that there were some agents out there already. You're welcome to work in the tech lounge as well, which is where all of our computers are situated. And we also have several cubicles that are currently vacant, especially in the back corner of the office over here. And you're welcome to take up time and use those spaces as well. Just if you're looking for a little quieter space. I know myself, I cannot focus if people are talking to me. I'm very chatty. So if you guys want a quiet space, that's a great way to find one. But again, conference rooms are also available for you, but normally more for 2 or more people. So feel free to book those at any point in time. It's very easy. You'll hit that register button. You'll create a quick login, and then you should have immediate access to be able to book the rooms. But if you have any difficulty, you can always come to me. Again, admin on the page, so I can take care of things for you if you need assistance with anything. So we'll go right back to our homepage. Again, that was just all under that new agent button. But once we return to our homepage, you'll notice here, these are all of our wonderful ladies on leadership, as well as the roles that they also serve here at the Market Center. So you'll be able to see what it is that they do on leadership, as well as their contact information in case you need to get connected with anyone immediately. A little lower down here are Jules and Leah, our wonderful tech coordinators. They do offer a can't miss video of the week. Ironically enough, this has actually been posted for several weeks to months, but that's actually because the video is not outdated. It's actually very comprehensive. It does go over Command and DocuSign together, how the two communicate with each other, and it's only 25 minutes long. So that's probably one of the most basic and foundational videos that you guys can get started with in regards to understanding your KW technology. So I would highly recommend taking a look at that one at your convenience and when you're ready to really dive into things, because that'll give you a lot of insight. Little lower, if you were to continue scrolling down our homepage, you will come across our office training calendar. However, I will say if you click this tab option right here up top, it'll just pull you right down. You don't have to do any of the scrolling yourself. It's very convenient. But this will be a great way for you guys to see everything that we've got coming up at KW Valentine at a glance. So you'll notice it looks like some of the events are getting chopped off. However, if you click on any given event, you'll be able to see a full course description. You'll also be able to see any links that are provided or associated with the training. If there is a Zoom link that's provided, that means it obviously is available to you virtually or remotely. So you're welcome to use those Zoom links to jump on any of those trainings. If there is not a Zoom link posted, it's because unfortunately it is going to be an in-person only class. However, you're more than welcome to still attend in person. If there's a registration link of any kind that's associated with the training, you'll be able to see it right there. So you guys can get signed up. A lot of times when you see the Eventbrite links for our bigger trainings, it's because normally we try to get you guys lunch or breakfast provided and we want to make sure you're fed, but we want to make sure we know how many people to expect so we know how many people to feed. So you guys will see those registration links, very easy to register, but those come with, again, full course descriptions as well as attached flyers. So if you guys ever do need any of that information, please check the calendar. But of course, if you guys have questions about what you're seeing on the calendar, you're more than welcome to come to me and ask questions. So a little bit further down here, this kind of just highlights some of our recurring meetings here. We do have ALC meetings on the third Tuesday of every month. We also have team meetings on the second and fourth Tuesday of every month and Tech Tuesdays as well. You'll see that Tuesdays are just very popular here in the Market Center. Our ALC meetings are actually our Agent Leadership Council. Once a month, they will get together and they actually help to vote and make decisions on behalf of the Market Center. We try not to make any serious decisions as just a leadership team. We always try to refer to our agents so that you guys your voices can be heard and that we're appreciating everything that you guys bring to the table and recognizing that. So your ALC is here to help represent you guys as an agent body and help to make decisions on your behalf. We also have our team meetings, one of which will actually be shortly following this orientation. I highly recommend sticking around. There's a lot of energy in the room and a lot of great things shared. This room normally actually fills up pretty significantly for team meetings, so lots of fun, and we do talk about a lot of great things. And Tech Tuesdays, like I mentioned, Jules and Leah offer those every single Tuesday from 1 to 2:30. The final 30 minutes is actually a Q&A portion where they really take your questions, but the entire class is done workshop style. So you guys can bring in your laptops, do things hands-on with Jules and Leah, and then they'll be able to kind of go around and assist you guys with anything that you're learning. Down below here, we do have our wonderful broker in charge, Miss Sabra Romeo, and our BIC associate right here, Miss Tasha Viney. So unfortunately, as knowledgeable and friendly, well, I guess I shouldn't say unfortunately yet. So both of these women are very knowledgeable and friendly individuals, very patient and kind. So feel free to come to them with questions. Don't be intimidated. They're here to help you guys. The unfortunate thing is that Miss Sabra is not always in the office. She actually takes care of her 100-year-old mother. So she is not typically seen in the office. However, Miss Tasha Viney is frequently here. Tasha is equally knowledgeable to Sabra, and she's happy to assist you with any questions you may have. So if you guys are looking to get in touch with either of them, I do have their emails posted here on the website, in addition to Sabra or Tasha's office hours. So if you guys are looking to just stop by to ask a quick question, her office hours are posted right there, and her office is actually just outside of this door to the right. She's one of these two back offices right here up against the windows. So very easy to connect with Tasha. She is the one that I will have you guys send your business card design to so that you can get approval on it. And you guys honestly could probably just stop by her office and show it to her on her screen. She'll be able to tell you if there's anything missing that needs to be posted there before you guys print them. If you guys are coming, as we're a little bit not quite in the part of the year where this is super relevant, but as we get a little bit closer to June, you guys are looking to make sure you got everything squared away for your CE credits, for renewing your license, anything like that. I know it can be a little confusing and sometimes we might have questions regarding that. These charts here are all clickable links. They'll show you a full breakdown of how to kind of understand maybe where you're at better, understand the requirements in terms of keeping your license active. And then obviously any questions that follow that, you're welcome to take to Tasha as well. And I'll scroll just a little bit further. So these are the agents who are on our leadership team here, our agent leadership council here. So these individuals make up our ALC. They're the ones who are going to be making those monthly votes on behalf of the Market Center and our agent body here. You'll notice that each of our ALC members represent different committees here at KW Ballantyne. So they all have different focuses and areas of expertise. These individuals are volunteering this extra little bit of their time to help represent these committees here. We do have a growth committee, which focuses a lot on passive income and wealth building. So that's building up your downline. We also have a career development committee that focus a lot on the trainings that we bring into this office. And then we do have a KW Cares and Social Committee. That's usually everyone's favorite because they get to plan all the fun events. So if you guys would like to sit in on any of their conversations, each of these individual committees meet monthly as well. You'll see that posted to the top of the training calendar. It's usually the first Tuesday of the month. But you're welcome to sit in on any of their meetings and have conversations with them, whether you just want to observe and hear what they're deciding on or just communicating about, or if you guys would like to actually join the committee and provide feedback and assistance and support, you can do that as well. Their contact information is all posted here so you can easily get connected with all of these wonderful individuals. Little lower down, we're going to get into our 3 pillars of mentorship. So part of joining KW Ballantyne, rather than giving you one specific mentor, we actually try to give you as many resources as possible so that you guys always have an opportunity to have your questions answered. So again, rather than one mentor specifically, we give you what we call our 3 pillars of mentorship. The first starts with your productivity coach. So a productivity coach is something we always assign to our brand new agents. The reason being that they're really here to help you guys make sure your business is set up for success. So these individuals are here to help support you guys, especially in that first year of business. However, if you guys love your coach and you want to stick around as long as possible, they're happy to have you. These individuals are here to help, like I said, set up your business for success, but they're also here to assist you guys in really understanding, the conversations you're going to have with your clients. They're here to offer script practice. They're here to encourage your lead generation. But above all else, I think what they really offer is accountability. And that's really huge. I know everyone's always like, oh, I don't really need that. I'm pretty motivated and I'm pretty motivated too, but sometimes it's easier to say that I'm going to do something than actually do it every day. So they're here to help hold you accountable. They will meet weekly with all of their coaching clients that we encourage you be part of those conversations because they'll go over great content with you. But they'll also have individual one-on-ones with you where they can get to know more specifically what your goals are for your business and then help to make sure that you guys are reaching to meet those goals. They'll keep tabs on you, checking in, making sure that you're getting close to those goals. And if not, they'll help you kind of recalibrate your focus and re-strategize to achieve those goals. A little bit further, we do have our T group partners. This is the second pillar of mentorship offered to you guys. So our T group partners are, again, very knowledgeable and seasoned agents. Again, successful businesses on their back, and they're offering this extra bit of their time to help serve you guys as brand new agents. They want to help assist you in getting your businesses off the ground. So what your T group partners' primary focus is the contracts and forms. So again, they will meet every week with you guys as a group, and they'll be chunking down the content of those contracts and forms so that you guys have an understanding of every form and contract that you'll be sharing with your clients to help through a transaction. And like I said, the reason that they chunk them down is because there's so much content that comes with that, and they want to make sure that you have a thorough understanding and feel as confident as possible going into your first few transactions. So if you ever have questions about contracts or forms, I always actually encourage go to your T group partner first, because a lot of times they already know the answer and they can assist you. And then if they don't know the answer, they'll then direct you to Tasha or Sabra directly. And the reason behind that, again, is your T group partner might have 50 people in their group, whereas Tasha and Sabra oversee 500. So sometimes it's a little easier to get access to your T group partner a little quicker. And then if not, they'll direct you onto Tasha or Sabra. But your T group partners are absolutely here to help you guys understand those contracts and forms. And the third and final pillar of mentorship here is your first step partner. Your first step partner will not actually meet weekly. I'm sure you're welcome to arrange a time to meet with them if you'd like to meet face to face. But predominantly, they're here to help support you, and especially in those first 90 days. So what they'll be doing is they'll be emailing you and calling you to check in, just see how you're doing and how you're acclimating to the office. They're here to help answer any questions about KW Valentine specifically. So if you say, hey, I know I'm supposed to register my car with Torrington Preferred Parking, but I really can't find that, your first step partner should be able to assist you with getting that link right to you so you can get signed up. So they're kind of our KWB experts, if you will. But you'll notice that each of them has a 30, 60, 90 posted next to their name here. And what that is it's a checklist that breaks down in those first 90 days what you guys can be working on to help propel your business forward. I know a lot of times with becoming an independent contractor, there's a lot of ambiguity about what do I do next, or how do I what should I be doing to get my business on the right track? And that's absolutely understandable to have those questions, especially if this industry is new to you. So what we recommend is, in the event that you guys are ever feeling lost or confused about what to do next, reference that 30, 60, 90, because it gives you an idea of something you guys can be doing every day, every week, just to help get your business off the ground. Again, this is not something you have to follow all the way to a T. It's not graded, but it is here to help you guys in moments of uncertainty. It's absolutely there to be a guide and a reference for you. So please utilize it as often as you feel like you need it. And your first step partner should be sending you that via email in the first couple weeks that they've got you as a partner. And then at the bottom here, you'll notice that we have some helpful resources. We've also got some frequently used websites. There are much easier ways to access those up top here. So I will take you back to the top briefly. Under this FAQ tab, if we were to click into that, this is really just kind of highlighting what each of us on leadership does. So if you guys aren't sure who to approach about coaching questions, you can hover over those tiles with your mouse and it'll give you the person on leadership that you can contact in regards to that issue. If you guys have questions about DocuSign, it'll direct you to Jules and Leah. So again, it just kind of highlights what each of us does and what we're responsible for, so we can assist you in that. However, if you're noticing your question is not really here even remotely, and you're like, okay, Liz, really, who do I ask that question to? Come to me first. I'm happy to either take the question myself or help direct you to who has that answer for you. The next tab here, we'll actually jump over the About tab today. On the On-Demand Training tab, if you were to click on that, you'll notice that this tab is password protected. So if you guys are ready, I can give you that password. So it's the On-Demand Training tab. So when you see, so most of you guys, when you met with me, I would have written that password down onto that sticky note, but that password's going to be a capital B, lowercase a, M, C, 350. So it stands for Valentine Area Market Center 350. When you guys get into that tab here, you'll notice that this is what that home screen will look like. So on the left-hand side here under On-Demand Training, if you were to click on this On-Demand button, it will take you to our KWB YouTube channel. So our KWB YouTube channel has prior recordings for our recurring meetings. So unfortunately, this is not every single training that we offer, but it will cover a lot of those foundational trainings we encourage you guys to attend as new agents. It also will highlight any of our prior team meetings. So it's a great way for you guys to see any of the information you may have missed if you were out of town or really weren't feeling well. This is a great way for you to still get the same information just at your convenience or on your schedule. And again, if you guys are dual career or anything similar to it and you just don't have the availability to come into the office for these, it's a great way again for you to catch anything you may have missed. What I will say is that YouTube does not always like my videos. Sometimes YouTube will reject my video and say you can't post it. So if you guys are ever going through this website and you're noticing like, hey, I know that you said that you guys are really good about updating on here, but I'm noticing that last week's Tech Tuesday video was not uploaded. In the event that you guys notice that, just email me, because 9 times out of 10, I still have the recording. YouTube just didn't want me to publish it for some reason. So I can still send it to you so you can still get that information. It just couldn't have been posted to YouTube directly for some reason. Yes, ma'am. You're good. Mm-hmm.
Say there's something on the schedule that they do with our school person.
Mm-hmm.
With those videos.
So for the most part, so you'll see at the bottom here, all of the playlists are are designed to reference what trainings that they cover. So it's really the recurring meetings. It's going to be tech orientation. Yep. So if it's, for example, last month we had wealth building with Eric White. It was a 3-part series that was offered in person and through Zoom. So those recordings did not get posted here. So those are more specific trainings. The reason we don't post everything here is because we want you guys obviously to be here in person as often as possible or on Zoom for a live training. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yep. So most of these, so compliance orientations, team meetings, Tech Tuesdays, a lot of times those will be published straight to this YouTube channel. So if you know like Tech Tuesdays just isn't going to work for you every time, you can usually get the content right here. I will say Tech Tuesdays is normally the ones that YouTube does not like me posting. So in the event that that's not here, just email me because I can usually still get you that content. It's just not going to be already on here. I'll still try to post it, but it doesn't always go well. So, and you're still welcome to reach out to me and see if there's maybe a recording from a prior training, but I will just hands down, if it's not offered through Zoom for that particular training, there will not be a recording usually. It's the Zoom recordings that I'm able to pull. So if it's offered through Zoom, that's usually where you can get that YouTube video from. And then on the right-hand side here, very similar. And as I mentioned earlier, Scott Leroy Marketing has a YouTube channel as well. This is where you guys can get tons of tech training straight from Scott Leroy Marketing and on your schedule. So this will be a great supplement for you guys, especially if you could not make a Tech Tuesday. And you'll notice that they've got all different kinds of content and topics on here. You're good. A couple of the videos are just a few minutes long, so it's more tech tip style and can kind of be easier to view, but they also have full-length class videos that they've published as well, so you guys can sit through and really get an understanding of a command overview. So please do check this out, and if you guys do get to go far enough back, there's actually videos that are posted when Leah used to work at Scott Leroy Marketing, so you might get to watch like Leah do it through Scott Leroy, which is fun. So great content here, guys, and again, especially with the tech training, I know that's usually one of the biggest questions I get. This is a great way for you guys to get that information on demand. So I'll scroll out and we'll go back. So again, this is back to our on-demand training tab. At the bottom here, there's some more information about Ignite for anyone who's curious, but I will take us to the next tab here, which is Office Resources. Before I click into the tab here, you'll notice my mouse is just hovering over it. The reason for that is our advertising guidelines are posted here, and you guys also have access to the do not call list. So the advertising guidelines is important for any marketing that you guys are doing, especially print marketing. It specifies the requirements for you as provisional brokers, especially, but if there are any legal things that you can or cannot have produced on your flyers or in your advertisements, that will go over a lot of that information. Again, if you guys have questions on any of that, you can absolutely go see Tasha and ask her those questions. The next thing down there as well is the do not call list. I'm sure many of you guys have heard about the do not call list. That is one of the important ones. We want to make sure you know who not to contact in your cold calling. So if you guys do need to get registered so you know who not to call, click on the do not call list and it'll walk you through step by step in how you can get registered to know who's on that list so that hopefully you guys can avoid all those wonderful fines. And then down below, you'll notice that there are a few other things. The reason I pause and show you if you hover over it is for some reason I have not figured out when you get into the website to how to make it so you can see the advertising and do not call list when you click on it. So for now, just hover to get those access points. But when you click in, you'll be able to see the rest of the content posted. That password, again, is going to be the exact same as what we already went over. So it's capital B, lowercase a, M, C 350. And you'll be able to get into our office resources page. So I believe the majority of us are North Carolina licensed. So I'm going to focus on that today. On the left-hand side here under general forms, if you guys select the get forms button, this will take you to a Google Drive folder that Miss Sabra comprised herself. And these were all documents that she felt she was frequently asked for. The reason that these are here and not available to you through just DocuSign or through your zip forms through Matrix with Canopy, these are going to be more KWB specific forms. So These are going to cover referral agreements for our office. You're also going to have addendums, working with real estate agents, things of that nature. So these are specific to our office. We've got some disclosures of partnerships in here as well. We also have some more fun graphics here that kind of help break down the processes you guys will go through from walk in to walk through. So lots of phenomenal content on here. But in the event you guys are looking for a form and you couldn't find it through DocuSign or could not find it through your zip forms, normally, it probably means that it's a KWB form, not a state form, and this is where you guys can find those. So please do utilize those. We also have our W-9 posted here and things like that, but this is where you'll find that content. If you guys are South Carolina licensed or go on to become South Carolina licensed, you'll find the equivalent of the South Carolina forms on the right-hand side here. And then in the middle, if you click the Get Checklist options, again, built up by Ms. Saber herself, she designed these checklists here, and these are all going to walk you guys through at a glance what each transaction will look like. It really highlights what you'll be required to be or what you're responsible for. It also gives you an idea of timelines and things like that, making sure you're covering all your bases, especially in those first few transactions, because I know that they're not quite muscle memory yet, and that's okay. So these are here to help give you guys an extra boost of confidence going into each transaction. And Saber really does kind of cover just about everything here, both states and pretty much every transaction or side for each state as well. So feel free to pull these up on your computer, print them off, anything that really speaks to you in terms of giving you that extra vote of confidence. I will close out those. And then again, so we've got our North Carolina forms that are KWB specific on this side, South Carolina on the right side, and checklist in the middle. We also have some wonderful partnerships here with different real estate schools. We partner with the CE Shop and Superior School of Real Estate. But under this little CE Shop blurb here, if you click on Find Classes, this will take you to the CE Shop's website. I share a couple things on this website with you guys. So one, the first thing you'll notice is that any discounts that they're running, you should be able to see the promo codes available. They also do a great job of highlighting what their packages entail here at CE Shop, as well as what each promo code can offer for you in terms of discount. The other thing I like to share with you guys is in regards to CE Shop, one of the things that's very unique about CE Shop is that it does offer self-paced learning. Not everyone does that. So if you guys are looking to maybe get that South Carolina license officially, but you're not quite sure if you would like to do self-paced, I know it can be a hit or miss for a lot of people. CE Shop offers you a free trial, so you guys can try out for 1 week what self-paced learning would look like for that South Carolina license as an example. And if you guys love it, you can go ahead and register for the remainder of the class at the end of that week. If you guys absolutely hated it and it was a terrible dumpster fire, I hate my score, you can walk away from it as well. Again, no payment required, and you guys don't have to worry about that score following you around either. So it really is just an opportunity for you to test out self-paced learning if you've ever dabbled with the idea of it. Something unique to them that I do like to share with you. Although you're not just limited to South Carolina, you guys are welcome to take a look. They do have plenty of states here as well. So if you guys are from maybe New York originally, you guys can get licensed in New York if you'd like to do that. And they've got plenty of that information posted here up top. The other thing I like to share with you guys, they moved it. It used to be here, I promise. But at the bottom of the page now, if you follow all the way down there, under Agent Essentials, you may see that there is a box right down here that says Hot Topics. So when you see the Hot Topics under the Agent Essentials tab, if you click on it, this actually takes you to a wonderful library here of ebooks, podcasts, videos, and blogs. So if you guys are looking for any content, whether it's something to educate yourselves, something to educate clients, or something just to honestly share on social media to keep your page active and maybe get some more traffic to it, this is a great tool for you guys. You're welcome to study up on any of this content yourself, but also publish it to your social media pages. I know one of the things I've heard is if you do plan to have a heavy social media presence for marketing, one of the best things you can do is diversify the content that you're posting. It helps to gain new traffic to your page on a regular basis. So do feel free. They do have some educational pieces or informative pieces. They also have some more lighthearted and humorous pieces as well. So share whatever you guys feel is appropriate. You're welcome to just copy and paste that link. It makes it one step easier for you guys. But lots of fun ones. I know Halloween's right around the corner. I'm hoping they bring it back. They had one last year that said how to sell a haunted house. So like I said, just fun stuff. It's a little different. But do check out the CE Shop website, guys. There's plenty of great content on here. Again, I know that was only a couple things, but one of those websites we probably could dive into for a good amount of time. And I don't want to take too much of your time today. So I'll close out of that. Again, that was how you got to the CE shop, is just clicking that Find Classes button. When you scroll a little bit lower here, you'll notice there's access to our KW Ballantine floor plan. Personally, I have not had to reference this. However, if you have to for any reason, whether it's just mapping out where the restrooms are or anything like that, you're welcome to use it. I'm also happy to direct you in that event as well. But down below, we also have numbers to know. So if you guys are, hey, I just got my South Carolina license, I'm so excited. I know there's an application I have to fill out in order to get actually officially licensed, and you need that firm license number. That firm license number is posted right there. So some important numbers just to highlight. We've got our Canopy MLS ID as well. So if you are looking for a number that you've not been asked for before and you aren't quite sure where to look for it, this is normally the best spot to check, is under the office resources page to the bottom. But however, if you guys cannot find those numbers for any reason, just reach out to me, because again, I'm happy to get those numbers for you or put you in touch with who has them. As I mentioned before, the office calendar just pulls you right to where you want to go. So it does all the work for you. It'll take it a second to load, of course, but it will show up here for you with all of the wonderful content that's on it. The next tab I'm going to touch on is the Tech Resources tab. I'll only share a couple things here, but the first thing is Marty Miller for Teams. So if you are a fan of chunking things down, pacing them out in a more digestible manner, rather than spending an entire evening slaving over something that you are like, I don't even know what I'm doing, which happens, Marty Miller for Teams is a great tool for you guys. It is a 66-day challenge, so it takes about 66 days in total, but each video is less than 10 minutes long, and it shows you different pieces on how you can build up your entire marketing profile. So great tool for you guys. I know several teams that encourage their agents to use this. It is a great walkthrough, again, at a very reasonable pace. It's not over the top. It's not overwhelming, and it will show you step-by-step instructions on how to get that marketing profile ready. We also have another access point to answers at kw.com. One of the other things here is Pivot Shift Ahead. You guys may not have heard of a gentleman named James Shaw yet, but he is a very big individual in the KW world. He is based out of Florida. A lot of our top producers are big fans of James Shaw, because James Shaw has actually navigated shifting markets before and done it very successfully. So now what he does is he has a wonderful Pivot Shift Ahead Facebook group. It's super easy to join. If you actually click on that link, it will take you right to his Facebook group. If he sees you're with KW, he'll go ahead and accept you. But he does a call from 8 to 8:30 in the morning every single day, actually Monday through Friday, I should say. And really what he does is they talk about different tactics you guys can be employing to help navigate shifting markets. Whether it's something that James is sharing himself or it's highlighting other agents who are having success, you guys can sit on that call, hear exactly what somebody is doing, and then replicate it for your own business. So it's a great way for you guys to get fresh ideas and things that you can implement right here in Charlotte. We also have access to Scott Leroy Marketing and KW Command. The next tab over here, helpful links, the couple things I will touch on. The first is more of a is the ALC meeting minutes. So if in the event that you guys could not make an ALC meeting, but you would like to know about the decisions that they discussed and what the votes were by our ALC, you can reference our minutes right there. It'll take you to a Google Drive folder, and you'll be able to reference any decisions made. The next is the prayer request form, which is more of a talking point for me than anything, really just to emphasize that we do consider you guys to be family, and we take that very seriously here at KWB. So if there's ever anything going on in your lives, please keep us privy to that, because we want to be here to help support you as best we can. So whatever that looks like, if that's you coming to us privately and letting us know that there's something going on so that we can be here to help support you privately, or we can help pray for you guys privately, we'd happily do that for you. But if you believe in the power of prayer and you want it to be bigger and better, we're happy to share it with the whole market center as well, so that we can really get you guys as much prayer power as possible. But more than anything, you guys are our family. We want to know what's going on in your life so we can help you guys out as much as we can. So let us know how we can assist you. And underneath there is KW Perks. If you guys are new to the independent contracting world, unfortunately, insurance through work is not a thing here right now. But if you guys are looking for insurance to help you guys out as you're an independent contractor, you guys can click on KW Perks. They have KW actually recently partnered with Capstone Financial. You guys can search through the insurance market and you guys can shop different plans and different rates. I know on average agents are saving upwards of 10%. You can never remember what the actual percentage is. So I always say upwards of 10. So I'm not mistelling you guys anything. But even if you guys have insurance plans right now, it can't hurt to look and see if there's a better option out there for you guys. So keep that in mind when it comes to insurance. We want to make sure everyone's going to stay happy and healthy the whole way through. And that's definitely a great way to start. Underneath here, we do have discount codes for real estate education. So I know I mentioned we have the discount code with CE Shop. We also have discount codes with Superior. So if you click on that, it will actually just take you to a new page on our KWB resources. And all you click is access code, and it will take you to the respective website for each of these real estate schools. So CE Shop, they offer a constant discount. Sometimes it fluctuates though. It can be anywhere from 20 to 50% off. And Superior offers obviously in-person learning, which is a little different, and they're a long-standing 30% off. So whether you're looking for pre-licensing, post-licensing, or continuing education, we have a different code for each of those at Superior. So utilize those. You're welcome to use them for yourselves and share them with others as well. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. They are long-standing. You can use them anytime you need to. So sorry if anyone was online. There is no time limit on those. I feel bad. I'm not always the best at reiterating the question. So if anyone's got questions online that weren't already answered, just ask them away. I'm happy to help. But again, that's under your helpful links here. We also have access. This is going to be probably the quickest and easiest way to schedule a conference room is right here under helpful links. And then the thing right that below there is strategic vendor partners. So in the event that you guys forgot to join that KW Facebook page with our vendor partners, if you click on strategic vendor partners, it will take you to a live Google document, and it shows you all of our vendor partners that are a part of our program here. So it organizes them by the industry or field that they are in. It shares the business name as well as our individual contact within that company, gives you their contact information. And if you scroll over, there are website links as well, and there's breakdowns of what services they offer. So please keep this in mind if you guys are looking to get your clients different quotes. I believe the rule is 3. You try to give them 3 different quote options or 3 different vendor options to check with to produce quotes. So if you guys are looking for a quick and easy way to impress your clients, go ahead and say, well, I got 3 Carl Space guys you can call right now. So use this, guys. This is a great tool for you. We have wonderful, wonderful vendors in our program. They've all been vetted by our KWB agents. So they've been used before by people right in this building. So you know that they're trustworthy companies. The other thing I would like to mention is if you guys know, like you'll see right here, we only have one vendor right now showing under construction. So if you guys know a wonderful general contractor that does construction and he does a great job, she does a great job, you can share their information with us and we'll discuss the vendor program with them in detail. If they have interest in joining, they're welcome to do so. And that gives them 530 new agents that they can contact. So it really is a win-win. So please keep us in mind and keep them in mind. The easiest way to connect us with a new vendor or somebody interested is just to let PJ Kennedy know. He is a wonderful agent in our office. He actually was the one who stepped in here briefly. And his business card should be at the front desk. So you guys can easily connect him via email with anybody that you think would like to join our vendor program. Close out. And so we're going just back to the helpful links just to touch on 2 more things. The first thing is Think Like a CEO podcast. You guys are very much trying to wrap your brains around the entrepreneurial mindset. I know sometimes it can be difficult, but who better than to learn from than Gary Keller himself and Jay Papasan. So the Think Like a CEO podcast, if you're podcast listeners, it breaks down everything you really need to know as a business owner and how to get your mindset wrapped around that. I know they do an entire season just on business financials. So it's some great content, guys, and a great way to set your business up for success. So check it out if you're a big fan of podcasts. It's a great tool for you. And then the very bottom thing there is Outfront Magazine. This is offered through KWRI. So again, if we're planning on doing big social media marketing for our businesses, Outfront Magazine monthly will publish a full calendar that breaks down 1 post a day. So if you guys are like, it's a rainy Tuesday, Liz, I really don't know what I want to post today, you guys can rip off literally what Outfront Magazine posts. You can add it to your page. It's an easy cheat code, if you will, for those days that you're not really feeling particularly inspired, or maybe you don't have something to announce like, oh, under contract, anything like that. Outfront Magazine's a great tool and backbone for you guys to fall back on in the event that you need some assistance with social media. So in addition, Really, really briefly, this Facebook icon right here, if you click on it, it will pull you right to our main Facebook page. So very easy for you guys to join if you've not already done so. And then the last thing I will share with you here is the I need tech help button. If you click on that, it will actually take you straight to Jules and Leah's calendar and schedule 30 minutes of time with them for free. I highly recommend doing that, even if you guys don't think that you have anything to really talk about just yet, because you haven't fully dived into your technology. This is a great opportunity for you guys to get connected with our tech coordinators, make a relationship with them. And the great news is that they know that as new agents, sometimes it's hard to know what to focus on right away with your technology. They'll give you some immediate things to start working on in terms of getting your foundational training in. They also will be here to help assist with any troubleshooting, guys. Another great tool for troubleshooting is going to be Scott Leroy Marketing. I'm happy to help get you guys connected with them. That's very simple. But keep Jules and Leah in mind. Not only do they allow just educating you on your technology or helping to troubleshoot your technology with you, they also do offer concierge marketing services. So as you guys get bigger and better, if you decide like, hey, I do not like social media, it's just not my thing. I get it. It's not for everybody. So if you guys are like, I actually just want somebody else to do it for me, they will do that for you. They would happily discuss. They've got different packages. Obviously, that does come with price points attached to it. But beyond just the regular tech consultation, if you guys really want to leverage elements of your business, they are happy to help you guys with that. They will gladly take over your social media, your email marketing, anything they can do to help you. They're here to help. So keep them in mind. Great, great resource. And I would recommend scheduling 30 minutes of time with them as early as you can just to get to know them. All righty. So that really covers the majority of KWB resources, guys. I know I went very fast, so I apologize. The great news is there will be a recording added to YouTube, and the great thing about YouTube is you can slow down how fast I talk, so that's always a win. However, I am happy to take questions about KWB resources from you guys right now. I will jump over. I'm going to show you guys something for just a split second, but it is a second website, and I don't want that to get confusing. So if anyone has any questions online or in person about KWB resources content, feel free to raise your hand or shout them out online if you need to. I'm happy to answer those. Oh, wait, hold on. Is someone online trying to ask a question? Okay, just want to make sure. Okay, sorry. I was like, oh, I think my thing is muted. I don't know if I can actually hear you. So guys, if anything changes, for those of you that are online, let me know. I'm happy to answer those questions. Ooh, I got a chat. You're welcome, Jeanette. So if you guys do have any questions, though, let me know. I am happy to answer them, even if it means that they don't come to you until this evening when you guys are going back through the website and like, wow, I don't remember how she got there at all. Email me, guys. I'm happy to walk you through this with you again. But thank you for obviously sticking with me this far. The last thing I want to show you is how to create an office email blast. The reason for that is, again, sometimes it's hard to communicate with everyone all at once with minimal energy coming from you guys. So a quick and easy way to do that is to go to mykw.kw.com. So that website again is mykw.kw.com. It'll ask you immediately for login credentials, which your login credentials are what you guys created with me when we met. This is what you guys will use anytime you're logging into Command. No, I gotcha. So I'm going to type in mine really quickly just so I can show you how you can email everybody in the office at once. Okay. So once you guys are into mykw.kw.com, using those credentials again that we created together, the quickest and easiest way to create an email blast is when you scroll down here, you'll notice we've got 6 things right here under quick links. The one we're going to click on today is MC350 intranet. So it's that bottom right or bottom left, excuse me. So you click on that, and it will take you to the intranet. And in the intranet, you'll notice right away that we do have our little library here of previous posts. Over time, and as more posts are added, it will eventually kind of move down and you won't see it anymore. But it's easy if you say, oh my gosh, I know Liz emailed me about a tech training. You guys can also search it if you don't see it right away. It's an easy way to search. But in the event that you guys are looking to add your own post because you want to announce to everybody, hey, I have a listing that I want you to know about, or hey, I'd love to shadow an agent, anything like that, you'll hit this add a post button. And then you will not have the Market Center post option. It will be grayed out, but you guys can click the associate post stream here. You can even designate a channel for it. If it doesn't look like it kind of classifies in either of those three, general agent announcements is always appropriate. This does not change who can see it, but if anyone is filtering just by specific channels, that would be the only reason they would maybe not see your post or would see it. But you click on agent announcement. It will allow you to create a post title. This is what would come through as the subject line of your email. You guys can immediately add a URL if you want them to be able to link directly to something. You can also upload files as well. It is one file at a time. It is one file in total, I guess I should say. So if you guys are trying to attach multiple images, the best thing you can probably do is make it like one combined PDF and then upload it that way. This post blurb is a maximum of 190 characters. This would be the body of your email. It'll be quick and easy, but you guys have up to 190 characters to work with. However, I know sometimes that's not quite enough, right? Yep, see, it happens to me all the time. So what I normally do is I'll type like 1 or 2 sentences and then I say, please see full post for more. And then if you click the add full message right underneath it, you guys can type freely as much content as you need to. The reason I always add the please see full post is just so they know there's more information in the email thread if they click on it. But this way you can type up as much as you need to and share as much detail as you possibly can. But once you guys are happy with everything that you've got here and you're ready to communicate this to everyone, all you have to do is hit the publish post button. It won't look like anything's happening on your end. So I know that that can be a little scary, but I promise it is actually getting sent off to everybody on your behalf. It usually can take a couple minutes to see that come through, but it even comes through to my email as well. So in the event that you guys are like, hey, I think I did it, but I'm not quite sure, Liz, can you just let me know? Did you see it come through? I'll let you know if I saw it come through on my end. But other than that, it's that simple, guys. And it does go to every agent's email as well as our staff members here as well. So quick and easy way to communicate. Make sure that everyone sees what you've got to announce or ask a question about. So I would definitely recommend checking out the email blast function if you guys are looking to communicate at large very quickly and very easily. But that is everything that I was going to cover with you guys today between the email blast and KWB resources. So did anyone have a question, I guess, about the KWB or the email blast portion? Okay. Well, I'm going to take that as a win, guys. So that is everything today. I really just want to say thank you for everyone in person and online for your time. I appreciate it. Obviously, again, I know this was a lot of information and we might not even know what questions we have yet because we're still digesting. So in the event that that is true for you, biggest thing I can say is walk yourself back through the website at your leisure. See if you can kind of retrace our steps from today. If you're realizing that anything is not coming through to you, or maybe you've got questions or can't find something, just email me, call me. I'm happy to walk you back through it, guys. But really, I just wanted to make sure you had an idea of where you guys can find a lot of the tools and resources available to you as agents. So thank you so much for being with me today. I appreciate it. I will let everyone get back to the rest of their day, and I'm going to actually get started on setting up for team meeting. For those of us in person that plan on sticking around for it, you guys can stay right where you are. I'm just going to start getting that a little bit more set up. So thank you guys online. There is a Zoom for the team meeting. If you guys need to attend remotely for that, you guys can find it on our office calendar. So hopefully we will see you there. Bye, guys.